have you give a brief opening statement, and then we'll open it up to questions.
Okay. Happy to be here. Happy for my team. I'm having a ball coaching them, and so you just want to keep it going.
Jackson Fuller, Southwest Times Record. John, a lot's been made about the size that Arizona has. I'm concerned about Koa Pete. What have you seen from him? What's the key maybe for your defense limiting him, and how many different defenses might you throw at him?
Well, I recruited him pretty hard and got to know he and his family. Unbelievable young person, winner mentality, very physical, and it's going to be hard for us. You can throw 4 guys at him. He can throw them all to the floor. I think he won 3 state titles. He's good. He's a terrific player.
Lindsay Schnell, The Athletic. Cal, I was reading some other press conference notes the other day, and Calvin Sampson was saying, like, coaching 4 freshmen is going to put me in an early grave. I can't do this anymore. It's so hard. Calvin Sampson at Houston.
He's happy with his freshmen.
You've coached a lot of super talented freshmen. But have you also sometimes thought, this is taking years off my life?
This profession does that to you, but the reward in it is what Calvin is seeing, what I see in this team. And the joy I get from what I do is when someone said, I knew Darius Akuff was good, but I never realized he was this good. I knew Malik Thomas was good, but I never knew he was this good. I knew Trevin Brazil had this in him, but I had not seen it, and now, wow. Billy Goat, 2 different cities, said, we watched him, and he was good. He's never been this good. Seeing DJ, having people call me and say he's impacting winning for your team as much as anyone on it. Having all that, seeing Malik Ewan do stuff that he has never done, effort, energy, scoring double-doubles, in real games, nothing makes me happier. But winning is the next phase of that. And if you get them all right, they will want to win to keep playing. And that's why I always say it's about the name on the back, not the name on the front. Can say all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's, are you getting your guys? And Kelvin, who's a dear friend, what he's done with those freshmen, whew. I mean, I recruited both of them. They're good. And they're even better than I thought they were.
Giovanni Canales with 90.5 KSGS Sports. Coach, on the Pat McAfee show, you briefly mentioned potentially playing Sealy. On the Pat McAfee show, you mentioned potentially playing Sealy a few minutes. Can you talk about what he brings to the team and what injecting fresh legs this deep into a run?
We got to try to play more than 5 guys. And Malik Sealy, I'll make a statement. Within the next year or 2, you're going to say, where did this kid come from? Bouncy, his reactions to stuff, his natural instincts. He just needs more time. He needs to be coached. He needs to be more focused. He needs to create better habits. But that's all young kids. But I've loved coaching him. And the times he's had to play, my coaching friends have said, I love that kid. But he's, this will be a hard one, but I'm not going to be afraid to put him in. And I told him, I woke up one morning and it was like, play Isaiah. And when I have those gut feelings, that's stuff that I do. So plan is to play him and go from there. This is one of those games, folks, where we do some things a little better than them. They do some things a little better than us. Tommy's done a great job with this team. They play to their strengths just like we do. They shoot about the same amount of free throws per game as we do. They do it different. They pound it big, we slash, but it's the same. They make one free throw, 1.2 or 3, more than we make per game. So my thought is, if they let it go and we're both beating each other, I'm fine with that. And if you want to call a lot of fouls, they're going to be called both ways because we play the same way. So my guess is at the end, there'll be the same amount of fouls, near the same amount of free throws on both teams because they do it one way, we do it another. But the final result has been the same. That's what makes this an interesting game. Can we do better at what we do as they do better at what they – it's kind of like the same thing. It's their will against our will and who's going to hold out the longest. And that's why I need a couple more guys playing.
Hey, Coach. Nathan Cannell from the Bay Area News Group. Just curious what the biggest growth you've seen out of Darius Akuff from the first time you saw him get into this program to now.
Maturity, leadership skills, body language. Woo! Went from, it screams now. Your body language screams. His really screamed. Now you look at him now, he's like all the best players that I've coached. He's like that. You never really see him. The only time he gets mad is when I really get on him. I had a meeting in my office, and I said, I'm telling you, my entire career, I'm hardest on my best players. Because if I can coach them hard, I can coach everyone on my team hard. He said, I got it, I'm good. And he wasn't great, but he said he was good. And I've been hard on him. There are times that I'm pointing him out in front of this team in areas that he's got to get better and improve. But, you know, he has improved. What I did not know was his will to win. You got to coach a guy. You know, the skill stuff, I knew he could score. People, well, you can't play Malik Thomas and him. They'll never play together. Come on, man. I've done this 30 years, maybe a little bit longer. But I've had two players like them, John Wall, Eric Bledsoe. If you want me to keep going, I'll start naming names, that had to play together. And you know what? Eric Bledsoe and John Wall are close as any two players that I've coached. These two are the same. And they got to hear stuff. Oh, you should shoot more. He should shoot more. They don't listen to it. They lock in and they care about one another. They know they cheer for each other. If one of them gets it going, the other's happy as heck.
Josh Dubois with Associated Press. You've obviously relied on.
Speak up, please.
Josh Dubois with Associated Press. You've obviously relied on freshmen for a long time. Is it different in today's game when you have, you know, some teams using 23, 24, you know, older guys?
25, 26,
25,
27.
Yeah. Is it different relying on
Beards,
freshmen?
kids in the stands, on their second wife. Yeah, this is a little bit different. So then you say, well, why are they staying in school so long? For the money. I don't blame them. I do not blame them. It's our fault that we have nothing that prohibits age. Make it 25. Kids transfer 5 times. Why? It's the same reason. Can I get more money somewhere? That's why if you put your name in the portal and you're on my team, you're out. I'm not going to be extorted. You know where we stand on things. So it's, yes, harder with freshmen. Now, we just brought in 3 5-star freshmen, all physically able to guard 24 and 25-year-olds. If you're not physically able to withstand a 25 or 26, it's really dangerous. But the 3 that we just signed, they're all, I can call them beasts. And so the ones that we have on this team, Isaiah wasn't physically up to that stuff, which is why he's not playing as much. But I'm telling you, he is a good player too.
Cal, Ty Richardson, ESPN Arkansas. You brought up Malik and Darius. I wonder your thoughts on Bradley and Burry's older guy, younger guy that you're competing against tomorrow.
He's really good. Oof. He is scores 3 levels. Active defensively, better defensively than I thought a freshman would be. Hats off to Tom on that, too. Tommy gets that kid who can do what he does offensively to guard. It's saying something. But he's good. Wow. He's really good.
Hey, Coach. Chris Brown, AZ Bandcat Sports. So much is made of the kind of freshman duo of Koa Pete and Braden Burries, but can you talk to us a little bit about Ivan Karchenkov and just what he brings to Arizona and what you've seen in the scout so far?
Look, I don't want to keep saying this because you're going to think I'm crazy, but all the tape I watch, oh my gosh. Diorio, what's that kid's name?
Del Orso comes off the bench from Australia.
I mean, I'm looking at him saying, who the heck is this guy? And then you bring the kid that I had to face at Tennessee. Like, what? And so, but that kid has a sneaky athletic quickness to him to be able to get to the rim, great hands so he can steal balls. So you got to, if he's like in that cat stance, you better be careful because he's going to try to run through and steal. But he's good. Sheesh. Look, how many have they won? 30 what? 34. There's a reason they got 34 wins. Guys like him, the freshmen they have, the veterans, the big kids that they have, the big kid inside, I mean, if you're not ready for hand-to-hand combat, he's throwing you aside.
Last one real quick, please.
Jordan Mendoza, USA Today. Last week you mentioned that Darius and Malik, like sometimes you just get on them and they think you're crazy. Do you see them like actually like listening to what you're saying and taking it in and growing from that, or do you think they just kind of ignore
Darius has to act like he's not listening. So he has to. That's who he is. So he'll be like, I'll say, Darius, you heard what I said? And he'll verbatim, that. Okay. Malik listens, but he answers every question wrong. I don't know why, but it's like the running joke on the team. Whatever he says is wrong. But they both, I call it an otherworldly confidence. Now, you only gain that by being a gym rat. You only gain that by demonstrated performance, which is go in a game and perform. And then you live in the gym. And everything you do is about basketball. The other stuff doesn't matter. All the other outside stuff does not move you. That's those two. And that's why I say, to be president of the United States, you have to have otherworldly ego, confidence, otherworldly, like beyond. Well, that's why I said those two could run for president. And knowing them both could lead and do a heck of a job.
Because you want to stay in the Lincoln bedroom, right? Isn't that what you said when you walked off the other day?
Did it say what?
Because you want to stay in the Lincoln bedroom? You want them to run?
Yeah, if they get elected, I just want one night in the Lincoln bedroom and I'll be happy.
Thanks, Coach, for the time. Greatly
Thanks.
appreciate it.